Alison Owen, my colleague, read the book first and said it was one of those things, it's sort of like finding a gem when you sort of came running into the office going, my God, have you read Nigel's new book? It's amazing. And then we all read it and just absolutely adored it. It's just such an enjoyable read that you did feel like it would, you know, be crazy not to bring it to the big screen, really. I think also the idea of everyone adores food, and when somebody, it's quite rare you read writing that actually makes you want to do something or be somebody. And I think what Nigel's book does, it really kind of makes you firstly want to eat, but also really triggers memories back of what food means for you as well. And I think everybody in the world loves food and everybody in the world has memories, so it kind of felt like a perfect thing to bring to the big screen. It was very much sort of part of the package, i.e., you know, we wanted to really buy the book, but it was very much who would really write this. It kind of came in with Nigel giving us the permission to actually buy the book from him and adapt it. And Lee Hall is Lee Hall. I mean, he's extraordinary. Everyone would love to work with him as much as you could, really. And it was one of those nice things that actually Lee was incredibly busy, and I think Alison called him and said, would you read this book? You're going to love it. And I think didn't know anything about it particularly, but said, I'm really busy, you know, Alison, but, you know, send it to me. And then read it and called Alison straight away and was like, oh my God, I really have to do this. Somehow cramming it in between all the other screenplays he had to do. I think the most pleasure we get from this film is how happy Nigel is about it. You know, we wanted to make it because we wanted to make it, of course, but really the last thing we'd want to do is make something that Nigel wasn't happy with. And definitely the scenes that he came for on set were the most sort of trying, emotional scenes, I'd say. Him talking to his mother about her dying when he, as a boy, didn't realise she was dying, and her sort of trying to tell him, you know, and however you could ever tell a 9-year-old child. I've got no idea. So yeah, there was definitely quite a heavy day, and the whole crew were crying. Literally, it was an incredibly emotional scene anyway. I think even if Nigel wasn't there, the whole crew would be crying. But I think with Nigel there, it just kind of created a real poignancy that what we are doing is actually based on a real person. This really happened to them.